Hello, and welcome. Have you ever stopped to think about how we learn about things? How we ask simple questions?
Like asking someone's name or what time it is or maybe where something is.
Exactly. It all starts with asking. Asking the right question.
That's right. And those questions, they're like special keys, aren't they? They unlock information for us.
They really are. And that's what we're going to talk about today in this deep dive. We're looking at those simple but really powerful question words.
The ones people often call white questions, because lots of them start with WH, like what, where, when.
Precisely those.
Yeah.
We're using a document today that explains them really clearly. It shows how each one works with examples from, just talking every day.
And our plan, our mission, is to go through them one by one, nice and slow. We want to understand what each word asks for.
Yeah, imagine we're learning English right from the start.
Yeah.
Or maybe teaching someone who is very, very new to it.
Like teaching a child, maybe. Step by step. Simple words, lots of examples.
So you can understand really quickly how to ask for basic information.
Sounds good. Where should we begin? Maybe with the most common one.
Good idea. Let's start with what? W-H-A-T. What is what for?
Okay, what? So we use what when we want to know about a thing, an object.
A thing. Like this.
Yeah.
Sound of tapping a pen might be implied but not written.
Yeah, exactly. So you could ask, what's this?
What's this? And the answer.
Might be, it's a pen, or it's a book. It tells you the name of the thing.
Okay, so what is for naming things? Anything else?
Yes, also for information, like time. You ask, what time is it?
Right. What time is it? And the answer gives information.
It's 8 o'clock. See? Specific information. So what is for things and information?
Got it. So this helps you ask about stuff you see or find out the time. Super useful.
Very useful. Okay, so after what, maybe we can talk about time more with when, W-H-E-N.
When. Okay, so if what time, what does when do?
Well, when asks about time too, but maybe a bigger time or an occasion, a moment.
An occasion, like a party or a birthday.
Exactly. You can ask, when's your birthday?
When's your birthday? And the answer.
Could be it's in January. Or it's on Monday. It tells you the time, the date, the moment.
Okay. Or maybe asking about the past.
Yeah. Like, when did you arrive? You want to know the time someone came.
When did you arrive? And the answer could be
Yesterday or last week.
a specific time in the past.
So when helps you talk about when things happen. Parties, meetings, when you arrived somewhere.
Precisely. It puts things on a timeline for you.
Okay, that makes sense. So we have what for things and info, when for time and moments. What about place?
Place. For that, we use where. W-H-E-R-E.
Where? So this asks about location.
Yes, exactly. A
Yeah.
place or a position.
Yeah.
Where something is.
Like if I lose my keys, I can ask.
Where are my keys? Or maybe where is my backpack?
Where's my backpack? And the answer tells me the location.
It's on the chair. Or it's under the table.
Okay, and what if I don't know where the chair is?
Good question. You can ask again using where. Where is the chair?
And the answer might be, it's in the classroom or it's next to the door. It gives you the position.
So where helps you find things or find places or even find people maybe.
Well, it tells you the location of people, yes. But if you want to know who the person is, you need a different word.
Okay. So let's move on. We've done things, time, place. What about people?
Right. For people, we use who, W-H-O.
Who? Just for people.
Only for people. It asks for the person's name or, identity.
Okay. So if I see someone I don't know, I can ask.
Who's that woman? Or who is that man?
Who's that woman?
Yeah.
And the answer tells me about the person.
Yes. She's my teacher. Or that's my friend Maria.
Okay. And what if that person is talking to someone else?
You can ask about the other person too. Who's she talking to?
Who's she talking to?
And the answer might be just a name. Olivia.
So who is how you ask about people. Their names, who they are, who they're with.
Exactly. Very important for meeting people and understanding situations.
Okay. Now, sometimes we don't just want to know what happened or who did it, but the reason.
The reason. For that, we use why. W-H-Y.
Why? This sounds important. It asks for an explanation.
Yes. The reason. The cause. Why something happened.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, imagine you are late for class. The teacher might ask, why were you late?
Why were you late? They want to know the reason for being late.
Right. And you give the explanation, sorry, I missed my bus.
Okay, so why helps you understand the reason behind things. Very useful.
It gets you deeper than just the facts. It tells you the cause.
Right. And linked to why sometimes is how something happened. Is there a word for that?
There is. It's how, H-O-W. Note, this one doesn't start with why, but it works like these questions.
Ah, okay. How. So what does how ask about?
How asks about the way something is done, the manner, the method or form.
The way, like how you do something.
Yes. For example, how do you go to school?
How do you go to school? And the answer describes the way.
I take the bus. Or I walk. Tells you the method of transport.
Okay. Or maybe, how do you cook this?
Perfect example. You're asking for the method, the steps.
So how helps you ask about the way to do things, or how something happens or is done.
That's it. It's about the process or the manner.
Great. So we have what, when, where, who, why, and how. That covers a lot.
It does. But there are a few more related to how that are about quantity.
Quantity, like numbers.
Yes, exactly. First, let's look at how many.
How many? Okay, when do we use this?
We use how many when we ask about quantity for things you can count. 1, 2, 3.
Things you can count, like pens, books, apples, friends.
Yes, all countable nouns. So you can ask, how many books have you got?
How many books have you got? And the answer is a number.
Usually, yes. I've got 3 books, or I have 10 apples. It gives you the exact number of countable things.
Okay, that's clear. How many for things you can count? But what about things you can't count?
Ah, good question. For things you cannot count easily, we use how much.
How much? Okay, what kind of things can't we count?
Think about homework. You don't say 1 homework, 2 homework.
No, that sounds strange.
Or water, or sugar, or money, or time. These are usually uncountable.
So for those, we use how much. Like, how much homework have we got?
Exactly. How much homework have we got? And the answer might be...
Not a number.
Right. Maybe. Don't worry. Not much. Or a lot. It tells you the amount, but not a specific count.
Or how much water do you want? How much money does it cost?
Perfect. So how many for countable things, how much for uncountable things? Both ask about quantity.
This helps you ask about the number or amount of things.
Yeah.
Very practical.
Very. Now there's one more main question word we should cover. It's about choosing.
Choosing.
Yes, we use which.
How you choose?
W-H-I-C-H.
Okay, how does that work?
Which is used when you need to make a choice, usually from a small group of options you can see or know about.
A choice. Like if there are 2 cakes, chocolate and vanilla.
Yes. You could ask, which cake do you want? Chocolate or vanilla?
Which cake do you want? And the answer is the choice. Chocolate, please.
Exactly. Or maybe, which country would you prefer to live in? France or Australia?
Okay, so you have options, and which asks you to pick one.
Right. Australia, it helps you select one specific thing from a set.
So which is for making a choice between different options, like which color, which book, which way to go.
That's the idea. It narrows things down to a selection.
Wow, okay. So we've covered what, when, where, who, why, how many, how much, and which. That's quite a toolkit.
It really is. And now that we've looked at each one, maybe we can see how they work together in like real conversations.
Yes, good idea. The document we're using has some great examples of dialogues. Let's listen to how people actually use these questions.
Okay, the first one is between 2 people, Julia and Carlos. They're meeting for the first time.
Getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Okay, how does it start?
Julia says something like, "Hi, I haven't seen you before. What's your name?"
Starting with what's your name, the basic identity question.
Right. Carlos answers, and then Julia asks, "Where are you from?"
Where? Asking about his home place. Trying to find out location.
Yes. Carlos says he's from Recife, so Julia asks, "Why did you move here?"
Why? Now she wants the reason for his move. Going deeper.
Exactly. He explains about his father's job. Then Julia asks about his past. What school did you go to before?
What school? Asking about a specific thing, a place from his past. Building the picture.
Then she asks about timing. When did you arrive in the city?
When? Pinpointing the time he got there.
Carlos says, just last week, so quite recent. Finally, Julia asks, who do you live with?
Who? Finding out about the people in his life now. His family or housemates.
Yeah. So you see, just those simple questions, what, where, why, when, who, they help Julia learn so much about Carlos really quickly.
It really paints a picture. Okay, I'll try another one. This one is Laura and Lucas planning a trip.
Right. So Laura asks Lucas if he has holiday plans. He says, not yet. Why?
His why is asking for her reason for asking, right?
Exactly. He wants to know her intention. So Laura tells him her plans. Lucas gets interested and asks, sounds interesting. Where are you going?
Where? The destination. Key information for a trip, Laura says, to Gramado.
Lucas then needs the timing. When are you going?
When?
Naturally.
You need to know the dates. Laura says, Next month.
Then the logistics. Lucas asks, how are you going, by car or by plane?
How? Asking about the method of travel. Important for planning. Laura says, by car.
Then Lucas wants to know about the group. Who else is going?
Who? Finding out about the other people on the trip.
Laura lists her cousin and friends, and finally Lucas thinks about practical things. What do I need to bring?
What? Asking about specific items. Getting ready.
You see how these questions just naturally help them organize everything? Where, when, how, who, what? It covers all the bases for planning.
Yeah, it's like a little checklist using question words. Okay, let's look at a more formal one, a job interview. Interviewer and Marcos.
Right. The interviewer starts predictably. Good morning. What's your name?
What? Basic identity.
And where do you live?
Where? Basic location, standard stuff.
Then, getting specific to the job, what job are you applying for?
What job? Pinpointing the purpose of the interview.
Then a really important one in interviews. Why do you want this job?
Why? Asking for motivation. This tells the interviewer a lot.
It does. Then they check qualifications. What experience do you have?
What experience? Asking for specific details about past work.
And they might ask about skills using how. Like, how do you deal with difficult clients?
How? Asking about his method, his way of handling problems.
Exactly. It shows his skills in action. And finally, a practical question. When can you start?
When? Availability. Need to know the start date.
So in an interview, these questions are used very deliberately to find out if Marcos is the right person. Skills, experience, motivation, availability.
It shows how structured these simple questions can be in a formal setting. Okay, one last example. Casual chat at the gym. Paula and Andre.
Sure. Paula sees Andre often, maybe, and starts with, what's your name?
Well, just being friendly, initiating contact.
Then maybe she asks about his routine. What time do you usually come?
What time? A specific recurring time.
Andre might answer and then ask Paula, when do you come?
When? Asking about her general pattern. Sharing information.
Paula then asks Andre, how long have you been training here?
How long? This is asking about duration, a period of time, related to how and when.
Right. Andre says, for about 3 months. Then Paula asks, what kind of workout do you do?
What kind? Asking about the specific type of exercise. Finding common interests, perhaps.
Could be. Then she asks a why question. Why did you start training?
Why? Inviting him to share a reason, maybe a personal story. Andre says it was for back pain.
And maybe Paula asks, who's your personal trainer?
Who is? Asking about another person involved in his gym life. Andre says, Shalom.
So even in a casual chat, these questions help people connect, share interests, learn about each other's routines and motivations.
It really shows how fundamental these words are in just talking to people and finding things out.
Absolutely. So let's quickly recap. We've looked at what for things and info, when for time, where for place.
Who for people? Why for reasons, how for the way or method.
And then how many for countable quantity, how much for uncountable quantity, and which for choice.
They might seem like small, simple words, but they are incredibly powerful tools for you, the listener.
Definitely. They let you ask for things you need, understand why something is happening, find out about people, choose what you want. Everything.
They really are the basic building blocks for talking, for learning, for understanding the world more every single day.
So maybe a final thought for you to consider. Think about your day today, or maybe yesterday.
What's what question you could ask? Maybe about something you see. What is that building?
Or maybe something you hear. Why did that bird sing? Or perhaps about someone's actions. How did they do that?
Keep using these question words. Keep asking. Keep being curious. It's how we all learn and connect.